محمد وآل محمد صلوات. اٹھے ہیں ہاتھ خدایا اسی دعا کے لیے، اٹھے ہیں ہاتھ خدایا اسی دعا بلا نصیب سے جانا نصیب ہو. آنسو گرے تھے بالی سکینہ کے جس جگہ، آنسو گرے تھے بالی سکینہ کے جس جگہ، اپنا وہاں پہ خون بہانا نصیب ہو. پھر لوٹ کر وہاں سے نہ آنا نصیب ہو. All together. کرب و بلا نصیب سے جانا. اصغر ہے میرے ہاتھ بندے کہتی تھی رباب، اصغر ہے میرے ہاتھ بندے کہتی تھی رباب، کیسے تمہیں گلے سے لگانا نصیب ہو. کرب و بلا نصیب سے جانا نصیب ہو. ایک سربری دلاشے نے بچی کو دی دعا، ایک سربری دلاشے نے بچی کو دی دعا. زندہ ہے زندہ سے تجھ کو لوٹ کے آنا نصیب ہو. کرب و بلا نصیب سے جانا نصیب ہو. مشکی زلے کے روزے عباس کے قریب، مشکی زلے کے روزے عباس کے قریب، سب زائروں کو پانی پلانا نصیب ہو. کرب و بلا نصیب سے جانا نصیب ہو. And towards the end, let's all raise our hand for this dua. دعا ہے کہ فلسطین کے لوگوں ہو آزاد، دعا ہے کہ فلسطین کے لوگوں ہو آزاد، اور ہم کو ظہور مہدی میں ہونا نصیب ہو. کرب و بلا نصیب سے جانا نصیب ہو. کرب و بلا نصیب سے جانا نصیب ہو. محمد وآل محمد صلوات.
صلوات.
یا مرتضی علی مجھے دنیا کا غم نہ ہو، لیکن غم حسین میرے دل سے کم نہ ہو. یا مرتضی علی مجھے دنیا کا غم نہ ہو، لیکن غم حسین میرے دل سے خوشیوں سے دور ہو کر جیتا رہوں گا مولا، اس غم سے دور ہو کر جی نہ سکوں گا مولا، کوئی خوشی نصیب میں چاہے رقم نہ ہو، لیکن غم میرے دل سے کم نہ ہو، یا مرتضی علی مجھے دنیا کا غم نہ ہو، لیکن غم حسین وہ دن بھی جلد آئے اے دو جہاں کے صاحب، روتا ہوا نجف سے کرب و بلا کی جانب، اتنا چلوں کہ بس میرے سانسوں میں دم نہ ہو، لیکن غم حسین یا مرتضی علی مجھے، لیکن غم حسین مشکل کشا تم ہی کو میں مانگتا ہوں مولا، سب پر کرم کیا ہے یہ جانتا ہوں مولا، بے شک میرے حیات میں کوئی کرم نہ ہو، لیکن غم حسین میرے دل سے کم نہ ہو، یا مرتضی علی مجھے، لیکن غم حسین میرے شبیر کے ہی غم سے ملتی ہے دل کو راحت، کب مانگتا ہوں مولا دنیا کی بادشاہت، بے شک میرے نصیب میں جاہو حشم نہ ہو، لیکن غم حسین میرے دل سے کم نہ ہو، یا مرتضی علی مجھے دنیا کا غم نہ ہو، چاہے جوان لاشا بیٹے کا میں اٹھاؤں، یاد حسین لے کر میت پہ اس کی جاؤں، چلنے کتاب ختم ہو اٹھتا قدم نہ ہو، لیکن غم حسین میرے دل سے کم نہ ہو، یا مرتضی لیکن غم حسین شبیر کے لیے ہی مانگا ہے میں نے غازی، ام البنی کے لب پر بس ایک یہ دعا تھی، جب تک جیوں مجھے میرے غازی کا غم نہ ہو، لیکن غم حسین میرے دل سے کم نہ ہو، یا مرتضی علی مجھے دنیا کا غم نہ ہو، وہ دن بھی جلد آئے اے دو جہاں کے صاحب، روتا ہوا نجف سے کرب و بلا کی جانب، اتنا چلوں کہ بس میری سانسوں میں دم نہ ہو، لیکن غم حسین میرے دل سے کم نہ ہو، या मुर्तज़ा अली मुझे दुनिया का गम ना हो, लेकिन गमे हुसैन मेरे दिल से कम ना हो। बर मोहम्मद और आले मोहम्मद सलवात।
Inshallah, before we commence with the majlis of tonight, I kindly request, my dear brothers and sisters, let us raise up our hands and recite 5 times Amma yujibu al-mutarra iza da'ahu wa yakshifu suh. We have our mothers, our fathers, brothers and sisters here locally and outside Dar es Salaam, globally, who are not well, and they request special du'as from us, that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala intervene on their behalf and make it easy for them. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Amma yujibul muttarra idha wa yakshifu su'. Amma yujibul muttarra idha da'a wa yakshifu su'. ما يجيب دعا ويكشف الصم مضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء أما مضطر إذا ويكشف السوء. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد وعجل فرجه. صلى الله وسلم عليك يا رسول الله وعلى أهل بيتك المعصومين المنتجبين. يا ليتنا كنا معكم سادتي فنفوز فوزا عظيما. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله. السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين. السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة المظلومة. ما خاب من تمسك بكم وأمن من لجأ إليكم. يا ليتنا كنا معكم سادتي فنفوز فوز والله فوزا عظيما. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هو الذي خلقكم من تراب ثم من نطفة ثم من علقة ثم يخرجكم طفلا ثم لتبلغوا أشدكم ثم لتكونوا شيوخا ومنكم من يتوفى. صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. For the love of Imam Abi Abdullah, with the loudest of our voices, صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وآجل. For the purification of our hearts and hastening of the reappearance of our beloved, the 12th Imam, with the loudest of our voices, صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. Once again, we thank Almighty Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for gracing us with this 7th night of the holy month of Muharram. We pray that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala accept our efforts and makes us amongst the true Azadaran of Sayyid al-Shuhada, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi. Last night, my dear brothers and sisters, lovers, and the followers of Ahlul Bayt, we discussed the phenomena of hasad, evil eyes, jinns. And towards the end, we encouraged each and every one of us to try as much as we can, now and then in our lives, to hold onto the supplications we inherited from Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. And do not wait to be struck by a challenge before you start holding onto those supplications and those du'as. Let's try now and then in our lives. In fact, make it a daily routine or weekly routine that you go through these du'as, you go through these a'mals we inherited from Ahlul Bayt with the sole intention of seeking Allah's protection. The verse I've just quoted is a very fascinating verse. Quran 40, verse number 67. Surah Ghafir. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in this verse highlight on 3 main stages of our lives. Beginning of the verse, Allah says, هُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَكُم مِّن تُرَابٍ. He is the one who created you from dust. ثُمَّ مِن نُطْفَةٍ. Then from the liquid. ثُمَّ مِن عَلَكَةٍ. Then from the clinging cloth. ثُمَّ يُخْرِجُكُمْ طِفْلًا. Then he brings you out as a child. So that's the first stage. Childhood stage. ثُمَّ لِتَبْلُغُوا أَشُدَّكُمْ. Then you reach your strength. Youthful stage. ثُمَّ لِتَكُونُوا شُيُوخًا. And then you reach to the elderly stage. You become elders, and that is the third stage. Allah towards the end, he said, وَمِنْكُمْ مَنْ يُتَوَفَّى. Out of you, there are those who are made to reach their death, min qabl, before. وَلِتَبْلُغُوا أَجَلًا مُسَمَّى. And so that you reach a specified time in which is written by Allah. وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ. So that you may reflect. Now, departing from this beautiful verse, our topic of tonight is nurturing ambition in youth and supporting their growth to success. Tonight's discussion is for the youth, but there are benefits for all of us, whether youth or not youth. Stages of the examination of tonight are of the following stages. The first stage, we'll look at youth. Who is youth? What are their challenges? What are their opportunities? And we'll definitely encourage our dear youth tonight, inshallah, to do a lot in making sure they achieve success, not only in this world, but in the hereafter. The last stage of our examination will then focus more on ambition. What is ambition? What are the elements of ambition? What is it that I should do to enhance my ambition? And towards the end, what I should not do. Because if I do, I will not be able to achieve my ambition in life. You see, mu'mineen and mu'minat, Allah tabarak wa ta'ala is so merciful. Allah is great. Allah always gives his servant ample opportunities to bring the beauty out of them. And hence, Allah made our lives in different stages. At one point, we were young, we were children. And if you recall very well, we discussed about children and what is it that we should do as parents towards our children. Childhood stage of the life of each and every individual is crucial. It's so important. You may have a child, and sometimes one may think the child is too playful and there is nothing here. But what you do at this stage will inform the next stage of the life of that child. The second stage is the youthful stage, which is of utmost importance. Whatever one wants to become in life, it begins here. If one misses the opportunity of being a youth, then it will be difficult. It's doable, it's achievable, but it will be very difficult once you pass this stage to just achieve it easily. As it is said, life and future is determined at youthfulness. Anyone who makes the best out of his or her youthfulness will smile easily when he or she becomes a senior citizen. And so pay attention, kindly, brothers and sisters, to this first stage of the examination. Number one, who is a youth? There are so many discussions as to what age constitutes youthfulness and what doesn't constitute youthfulness. So I'd like to take this opportunity to invite one and all, especially our youth, to appreciate at least two major definitions of who a youth is. The first definition, there are so many opinions in this regard. That is the biological definition of a youth. The one I go by is that a youth is someone between the age 13 to either 35 or 40. Yes, there are some who hold this opinion that youth is from 15. But I go from 13 to 35 or to 40. As they say, when you get to 40, it's all about wisdom. They said, Arba'un sinnul hikmah from the tradition. 40 is the age of wisdom. In fact, one tradition mentions, when a person reaches 40, and he or she is not disciplined in his or her faith, Satan will look at him and say, may my mother be ransom for you. Because before 40, you have the opportunity to build yourself. Before 40, you may fall and rise. You may make a lot of mistakes. But after 40, you can't afford to make mistakes. Once you get to 40, it's the age of seriousness. You know why? Because I do not know whether Allah will give me another 40 to make it 80. Only few handful will be granted another 40 to make it 80. The second definition is what I personally hold onto in my life. It's a psychological definition of a youth. Psychologically, who is a youth? A youth is someone who is productive and creative. So here, age is immaterial. You have to be productive and you have to be creative. So any one of us here who is at least of that age, 13 to 40, and you are not creative and productive, then there is something wrong. Then you need help. Youth have so many opportunities in their lives. And I'm going to mention some of those opportunities. And these opportunities are provided by who? Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Because of the stage you find yourself in. The first opportunity is what? It's from this psychological definition. You as a youth, you have the power to be productive and creative. Don't waste your time. And I'll give so many practical tips tonight, inshallah, in this regard. I beg you, don't waste your time. What's the time now? 8 o'clock. This 8 o'clock, it will never and ever be replaced until the day of Qiyamah. Anyone who makes good use of it, alhamdulillah. If one has not made good use of it, then it's over. So it's of great importance to realize that you have been given the potential, in fact the power, by Allah to be productive and to be creative. That's the first opportunity. In other words, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to achieve, yes, it may be difficult, but it is more than the word possible. That's one. Second opportunity is sur'atul qarar. Youth, my dear brothers and sisters, they don't take long in taking decision. There is something placed in every youth in this stage of your life that if you want to take a decision, it happens. So when you see a youth not focused, taking long, going to school, not focused on the studies, you send him to work, it's not focused, it's not serious, you give him a task, it's not doing, then there is something wrong in the life of that person. Because the way Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala designed that stage, He designed it in such a way that so long as you put your heart in, you will find it. Yes, I repeat, it may be very difficult sometimes, but you've got this potential of sur'atul qarar. The third opportunity or a blessing any youth has is qabilul litagir. Youth is not difficult to change. You know the stage where change is difficult is the senior citizens. And you know why? Because they've been doing it for many years. Now suddenly, you want them to stop. That's why sometimes youth in the community, when you want a change, it takes 1 year. Sometimes it takes 2 years. Sometimes you want to move this alarm to that place because an elderly person is running it. You have to negotiate. You have to go to that red tape. You have to call that one. You have to apply your relational power. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't happen. You get tired and you go to Gaiba. That's the stage. But with the youth, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has given you the potential. If you want a change and you are determined to bring about that change, wallahi, it happens. Let me give you a few examples from the Holy Quran and the traditions of the Holy Prophet, and maybe in our own world. First example is our own beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Prophet became a prophet when he was youth. Not only in the case of our beloved prophet, in the case of so many of the prophets of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. And the reason as to why Allah appointed them to be prophets when they were youth is because that is the time. That's the time when one is energetic. That's the time when one will be able to achieve more. Typical example, our own beloved first Imam, Imam Amirul Mu'mineen, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. In a famous line, La fata illa, wa la sayfa illa, la fata. Fata simply means youth. There is no youth like Ali. So the roles that Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam played, he played those roles when he was youth. Because at that stage, he was energetic. The energy was there. And Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam led so many events under the guidance of our beloved prophets. Not only that, you look at Quran. Quran 21, verse 60. قالوا سمعنا فتى. Said we heard them talking of a youth. What is the name of the youth? Said يقال له Ibrahim. It's called Ibrahim because when Ibrahim alayhi salam went and broke those idols, they were now contemplating, who did this? And then they said, oh, we heard there is a youth by the name Ibrahim. So here my point is what? Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam was also youth. And this is to highlight to all of us. When you are young, you are youth, don't waste your time. Wallahi, if you waste your time, you will chew your finger. If you become over-relaxed as youth, a time will come when you will regret. I've seen people, when they were youth, not disciplined at all with their religion, not disciplined at all with their livelihood. When they became old, they tend to regret. You heard of Mus'ab ibn Umair. He was a Christian young fellow, and he became a Muslim through the guidance of our beloved Prophet. What did Prophet do? Prophet sent Mus'ab ibn Umair to Medina. He was the first ambassador of our beloved Prophet to the holy city of Medina to invite the people of Medina to Islam. Narration taught us Mus'ab was very young. He was under 20 years of age. And he took Islam to Medina. And on account of the effort and the energy of Mus'ab, the entire Medina took Islam, and Islam manifested in the holy city of Medina. I'm giving this example before we go further to inspire you and myself. Any young fellow sitting here, any youth sitting here, regardless of your challenges, things will be tough. There will be difficulties in life, but be rest assured. Allah loves you so much, and He has created you in such a way that if you are determined to get out of those difficulties, regardless of the level of those difficulties, you should be able to get out sooner or later. Allama Hilli, he became Allama and a great scholar in a true sense when he was under 20. Allama Hilli wrote so many books when he was under 20. This is to inspire I and you that don't waste your time. I repeat, don't waste your time if you can count so many times. Because I see some of our youth, not all, waste their time and eventually they regret. Allama Hilli was very young. As young as he was, he strove, he determined, and he was very productive and creative in his life. Up to date, not only she has benefit from Allama Hilli, the entire humanity are benefiting from Allama Hilli. Our youth, you are the creams of our community. The banner of this religion is your hand. It's in your hand. And the sustenance of the school of thought of Ahlul Bayt is in your hand. Our elders, they've done their part. They built these structures for us all over the world. Now it's my turn. It's your turn to take it to the next level and just not to stay where the elders left us. Yes, there are so many challenges our youth are faced with today. Allow me to mention some of those challenges, and then we go to the main part, which is ambition. The first challenge, which I personally feel, in fact experience, seeing it in our youth, is that good number of our youth think that they know it all and they are independent. Especially after getting those degrees. When they start making those monies, or when they have exposure to the world, they've traveled a lot. Some of them think that, you know what, these elders, we don't need them anymore. We are independent. That is wrong. Wisdom, you don't buy. Wisdom, you don't learn. Wisdom, you have to follow the wise person and follow the footsteps of a wise person. Then eventually wisdom will come to you. Al-hikmatu du'alatul mu'min haythu wajadaha akhadaha. He said wisdom is a lost sheep of a believer. Wherever believer finds wisdom, believer takes wisdom. So don't think you are independent, you don't need anyone else. This gray hair doesn't come by chance. Although some gray hairs are out of stress. Maybe mine. So that's the first challenge I see. The second challenge is identity crisis. Our youth in this day and age go through a lot of identity crisis. Let me give you a few examples. One example, you find yourself at a place, maybe business meetings. I'm sure our elders also sometimes go through these challenges. And then a lady comes, no Muharram. She said, "Hi, Mr. So and so. Are you going to shake the hand? What are you going to do? Hi. I want you to follow me. Just pay attention." Islam says don't shake. Western civilization says shake. Or the country law allows you can shake. And it's a big business. Are you going to shake? No, you are saying no, I don't know. It's an identity crisis. That good number of our youth, even elders, are finding it difficult to navigate. Of course, primarily you can't shake. No, you go to school or university. A lady who is your classmate, whether Muslim or non-Muslims, it doesn't matter. She comes to, hi. What are you going to do? Will you do like this or you'll go like this? Allah. What are you going to do? Habibi, will you do like this? To give her some warmth? Or you will go back? What if you go back if you fall on your back? Identity crisis, because Islam says don't. It's difficult for the youth, I agree. And your laws or the civilizations we have says there is nothing wrong you can do. No, for example, you find yourself around a table where liquor or alcohol is served. Islam says don't sit there. But there's a big deal here. You're going to sign a big money. Oh, no, this is one-to-one to build the relationship so that you can get some benefit. But Islam says don't sit around a table where liquor is served. Are you going to sit or not? Look at another example. Excuse my word. Islam says you cannot keep a dog unless for security reason if need be. Some youth come, you know what, Sheikh? What I like the most is dog. I want to keep. So what are you going to do? We have identity crisis. Today, another identity crisis we have is gender crisis. Gender crisis. Somebody may come and say, no, I feel like I'm a woman. Somebody will say, I feel like I'm a man. Oh, it's a crisis. Are you this one or that one? No, I'm just giving examples. Just bear with me. You reach marital age. The only one you see is non-Muslim. You want to marry non-Muslim. You come home, your parents said no. But you said, no, I want to marry non-Muslim. What do you do? Do you go for it or you don't? It's identity crisis. No, hijab. Hijab. I feel like this hijab is not necessary. Somebody may say that. Islam is saying, should I wear? No, it's too hot. No, when I wear, I don't look good. These are all identity struggles our young ones are faced with. Of course, there are elders who are also faced with this identity crisis. What I say, my dear brothers and sisters, when it comes to identity crisis, whatever struggle or crisis you are faced with, don't brush it under the carpet. Go out there, discuss with scholars, discuss with those you trust. Don't keep it with you. If you keep it with you, you'll be doing this service to yourself. And of course, there will be a solution also when I discuss the ambition. So the second challenge is identity crisis. Third challenge, peer group pressure. I was here 2 years ago in Shahr Ramadan. And I see many people eating pariki. I spoke to some, they said, no, our friends encourage us to do peer group. And this pariki, the mouth becomes something else. And it affects you all. Today is not only pariki. Friends push each other to take some drugs. I'm told there is this drug is 10,000. When you take it for 3 days, you remain high. Peer group pressure. You have got a talent. Allah loves your stage. It's a very powerful stage. Don't waste it. Sometimes I agree it's beyond your control. That is why you need to seek somebody's help. Ask people who smoke cigarettes. Ask anyone here who smokes. Most of them got influenced by their friends. They will go. The friend said, why don't you try a little bit? Just go. The person tried first. That's how it is. But then the next day, say, give me one. Let me try again. Throws it. By the time you realize you are in, peer group influence. Excuse my word, brothers and sisters. Islam says there is no this. Excuse, please, I beg you, forgive me. There is no boyfriend, girlfriend. But sometimes you go with friends. Friends say, you know what, Baba, that's nothing. You just enjoy your life. Life is too short. And then you wanting to fit in. By the time you realize, you also take one. So peer group influence is dangerous. And hence we have so many traditions from our beloved Prophet and Ahlul Bayt on who to take as a friend and who not to take as a friend. How many people we have because of their friends, they hardly remember to pray Salah. There are people, Mira here in this country, cat is not allowed, isn't it? But some other places have been, friends have influenced each other. They will chew and chew and chew and chew. They're making tahajjud of chewing cat. So friends, and I do agree, as a youth, we have these challenges. And that is why I'm outlining some of these challenges for us to appreciate it. It's of great importance so that I don't waste my time and end up regretting when I'm old. The last but certainly not the least challenge is time wastage. Time wastage. Especially in this world of technology. You see, end of the week, your screen time, how do you feel? The fact that you are active on your phone doesn't mean that you are productive. Sometimes you see people, every minute they have to put their hand in the pocket and remove the phone. Phone goes back after 1 minute, another minute the phone is back. 1 minute phone, 1 minute phone. Habibi, what are you doing? Are you running Bill Gates company? For me, it is very important. Because we want solid, productive. I'm not saying our youth are bad. But we want to be more productive. So time wastage is not allowed even within the religion of Islam. So these are challenges. Now let's go to a broader solution and kindly pay attention to this. That's the second stage of my examination. You are kindly requested to move forward. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala. Second stage of our examination is to discuss ambition. Because I personally believe being reasonably ambitious by all standard will help us navigate through some of these challenges. So you're going to look at ambition. What is ambition? What are the elements of ambition? What should I do to enhance my ambition in life? And what I should be careful about not to do. Because when I do them, they will destroy my ambition. There are two types of people, my dear brothers and sisters. Kindly pay attention to this. The first, they are ambitious people. Some people, they're ambitious. The second, stereotypical. They are not ambitious. Question: what is ambition? What is ambition? Ambition, my dear brothers and sisters, is to strive to achieve a particular aim in life. التطلع لإنجاز هدف معين. There is an objective here. You set for yourself. You strive to achieve it. That's what ambition is all about. Now there are two forms of ambitions: reasonable ambition and unreasonable ones. I am discussing reasonable ambitions. Unreasonable ones, it will not happen, don't worry yourself. Reasonable ones, if you go, inshallah, by some of the things I'm going to mention tonight, you should be able to achieve those ambitions even if it takes you ages. But you will be working towards achieving it. There are elements or factors I need to bring to my life. The first one, my dear brothers, and these are the elements of ambition, is what? You must have an aim in life. Okay, you are going to university. What's your aim? What's your aim? Why are you here tonight? What's your aim? Why are you attending Majlis? What's your aim? You starting that business. What's your aim? What do you want? Do you just want to make money? Or you've got some aim? We have a beautiful tradition you know very well from Imam Amirul Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayh. Umma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Rahimallahu abdan arifa min ayna wa fi ayna wa ila ayn. May Allah blesses the servant who knows where he was, where he is, where he is going to. Aim in life. I saw many youth sometimes. They go to university. They take a course. First year, second year. After second year, they call the father, mother, I can't do this. Waste of time. I know some. They go loan. They take money. They borrow. They start something. They've been advised, please take it easy, take it easy. No, I'm going to do it. After 1 year, 2 years, money lost, they can't pay, they regret. You have to be ambitious, but be reasonable and have aim in life. You cannot be a successful youth, CE youth, without having aim in life. You need to be able to put a hand on a heart at any point in time in life to say, this is my aim, this is my objective. True lover of Ahlul Bayt always knows his aim and objectives. That's the first element. Second element, athika to be that, believe in yourself. Difference between believing in oneself and being arrogant. Because some people, when we talk of believing myself, mean what? Nobody can say anything to me. You cannot even advise me. That's not believing. That's being arrogant. So you have the money and so what? Are you walking and the mountain is being broken? That's Quran mentioned. Are you taller like the mountain? Believe in yourself in the sense that God is there for you, regardless of the limitations and regardless of the challenges. And that is why, again, Imam Amirul Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayh. Salli ala Muhammad wa al-Muhammad. He said, A'kalun nasi man jama'a uqulan nasi ilay. Beautiful, wallahi. Imam says, the wittiest person, the most intelligent person is the one who combines his intellect with that of others. That's believing in himself. You need to take advice. You need to consult. Don't just go about doing this because, no, I can do it. No. That's number 2 element. Number 3 element of ambition is what? Al-istiqlal. Independence. What do I mean by independence? Try not to rely on being spoon-feeded. Parents, don't spoil your children by spoon-feeding them. Let them earn it. They will appreciate it more. When you spoon-feed, the moment you are no more in this world, they will struggle. And that is why the Holy Prophet, sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, he said, ihtaj liman shi'ta takun asira. That's the first part of the hadith. He said, show to someone that you need him. Meaning that lack of independence, meaning you rely on someone. The Holy Prophet said, when you just rely, you become slave of that person. Wastagni an man shi'ta takun nadhira. No, be free from what is with people. You become like them. Wa ahsin liman shi'ta takun amira. And be good to anyone you want. Meaning now you're on top of your game. You've got that independence. You become the chief of that person. So the third element of ambition is what? My dear brothers and sisters, try be yourself. There are some small challenge when they start working or studying or business, they can't sleep. The father has to massage them. The mother has to massage them. Life doesn't work out that way. Wallahi. Learn the hard way. When you learn the hard way, you get there easily. And the fourth element of ambition is sense of responsibility. You cannot be ambitious if you do not have a sense of responsibility. And there are so many traditions from the Holy Prophet and Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam on the importance of having sense of responsibility. You as youth, whatever you do in life, do in moderation. When you do in moderation, it highlights that you have a sense of responsibility. Hence, you know the famous tradition very well. Benefit from your youthfulness before you become old. This tradition is calling for sense of responsibility. That now you are youth. If you don't make the best out of this period of your life, when you grow old, you're going to regret. You are going to regret. Build your life now. Go through all the challenges. Work very hard. Try as much as you can. Don't be lazy at work. Don't sleep on the desk. Don't sleep on the laptop. When you study, study high. Have this sense of responsibility. Eventually you will benefit. That part of tradition you know very well. Benefit from your health before you become sick. Meaning what? When you are healthy, you must have a sense of responsibility. Now you are healthy. You do not know when anything will happen. How many people have been diagnosed of cancer? How many? We always making amman yujibul mutarra, young and old. People are ill. People are sick. Now you are healthy. Make the best out of this. The other part of the tradition is that benefit from your time before you become busy. True. Most of our youth here, you don't have children. You may be married, but some of you don't have children. Wallah, make the best out of this time. Work very hard. Invest if you can. Save money. Study. Improve yourself. Build your self-capacity. You know, improve in your religion before you start having your first child. Otherwise, the journey will be very long. Now you have time. Prepare the grounds. Children today are very expensive. To make them religious is very expensive. to make them human beings is very expensive. So benefit from your time before you become busy. And towards the end, Prophet said, benefit from your life before death. Sense of responsibility. And let me add this one tradition and then we go to the last part. On sense of responsibility. You know what Amir al-Mu'minin said? He said, oh, the son of Adam, days and nights are working in you and taking from you. Why don't you work in them and take from them? Allahu Akbar. Days and nights are absorbing. Don't waste your time. Every gathering you attend, if it is not productive, don't. Now, what do I do to enhance my ambition? Quickly. Number one, I need to study. I need to learn. Okay, what do you want to become, Habibi? I want to become a businessman. What sort of business you are thinking of venturing into? I want to get into IT business because I studied IT. Enhance that knowledge. Improve that knowledge. It doesn't happen overnight. Knowledge is important. It opens doors of blessings. You cannot say that I'm enough now. The knowledge I have is enough. You can't. Number two is community and house environment. We need a community and houses where people are encouraged to be ambitious. In all standards, we need that type of a community. If you find yourself in a family or in a community where ambitions are not encouraged, then you're going to have a long way to go. It's an element that can enhance your ambition when the environment you live in is encouraging for you to be able to achieve your ambition in life. Now, last part. Things we should be worried about and be careful. Laziness. Laziness. You know, Amir al-Mu'minin said, whoever is lazy when it comes to his or her dunya, he will be even more lazy when it comes to akhirah. Don't be lazy. You have the energy. Use the energy wisely before it's too late. Number two thing you should not do at all. Don't be too playful as youth. Some people, they sit baraza, they waste 1 hour, nothing productive. You know what Imam Jafar said? This beautiful tradition. Look at this tradition. Then we head to our Masahib. Imam Jafar said, every hour wasted in this dunya, it will be a loss for a person on the day of Qiyamah. 1 hour you waste in this world, you will regret that hour on the day of Qiyamah. And one hadith Imam Jafar said, every minute wasted, one will be questioned of it on the day of Qiyamah. And so therefore, let us try, my dear youth. Let's take examples of people like Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was from a very humble family, but he invented electricity. He did not only invent electricity, he invented more than electricity. So many things. Shaheed Bakir al-Sadr, Qaddasallahu nafsahu al-Zakiyya, at very young age, from a very humble family, Shaheed Bakir al-Sadr. Very humble family. They had nothing. But he became a great expert in philosophy, in Islamic economics. His books are out there for all of us to see and benefit from. Bill Gates, for example, just an example. He was born in a very rich family. But he did not take the money from the family. He said, I'm going to do it myself. Eventually, Microsoft was given birth. He would sit alone in a library throughout the night, working in that library. But what interests me, my dear brothers and sisters, our dear youth, Islam loves you so much. This is the time in your life you can be spiritually inclined. You need to build your taqwa, your love for Allah. That's why in the dua we recite during this zaman al-ghaiba, wa ala shababi bil inabati wa tawbah. Yani, if there is one thing which the Imam of our time is expecting from all our youth, is to return to Allah and repent. Bil inabati wa tawbah. Shabun nasha'a fi ibadati rabbi. Prophet said, on the day of Qiyamah, there will be no shade except the shade that will be provided by Allah. And this shade will be given to some and not all. One of the group is what? Shabun nasha'a fi ibadati rabbi. Youth who is determined in his or her faith and religion, practicing the faith, practicing the religion. So I have a proposal for our youth. Any religious challenge you have, any, don't sit on it. Question. Ask. Because whatever success you achieve in life, without religion, is not a success. I know sometimes some of us, not all, maybe I take the responsibility. When you come to us with questions, we do dilly-dallying, we don't give you the answers. And as a result, you get discouraged. When a person, youth come, they want to ask a question, for example, Haji Mohammed Walji. Gulu. Lala this chokroni, kafir. Istighatha. No, why are you asking? Baba, let him ask. It's either you know, if you don't know, you refer them to where they can get the answer. Ilmul Ghaib. This boy, where is he coming from? The moment the person starts asking this, he gets labeled. And youth are such that if they don't get the answer, they will go somewhere and look for the answers. And then we'll end up struggling. So please, my dear youth, Islam is an amazing religion. It's an amazing way of life. Explore Islam. It's so beautiful. Reach out to so many of our scholars, either online or on site. Engage. Because you are the carriers of Islamic banners. You will take this Islam to the next level. We are sitting tonight. And from tonight, we are in the family of Ahl al-Bayt. Majority of the companions of Imam al-Hussein were younger than most of you here. Tonight is the night of Hazrat Qasim. Qasim, as per the traditions we read, Qasim was only 13 years of age. Last night it was Mohammed and Aun. They were 11 and 12. Some said 10 and 11. They were young. Akthar, most of the companions of Aba Abdullah, they were young. Like one narration tells us, one of the young boy, he lost his father. Narration is not telling us his name. Some scholars said the name given is not the real name. He came out. Narration said, Shabun nasha'a fi ibadati rabbi. This sharp youth who grew in religion, but he came out. What did he say? He said, Amiri Hussein wa ni'mal amir. He said, my king is Hussein, and blessed is this king. Surur Fuad, Bashir al-Nadir, Ali wa Fatima walida, hal ta'lamu lahu min nadir. Hussein is the comfort of my eye. Hussein is the comfort of is the source of my happiness. Ali and Fatima are his parents. Do you know of anyone like Hussein? Youth. Ali al-Akbar alayhi salam was youth. So therefore, let's get inspirations from this and do the following. Number one, be determined to be proud of your religion. Be determined. And you as elders, support them to be proud of their religion. Don't become reasons for them to run away from religion. Don't become. Because some elders, not all, they are nightmares. Not all. Some are really good. So work on your religion. Number 2, if you are a student, you can't settle for low. You need to aim high. Ambitious person is not just bachelor's degree. Ambitious person is not about bachelor's degree. It's beyond the bachelor's degree. Aim high. Support your sons and daughters. Support the youth of the community. Number 3, that one I may be biased here a little bit. We need to encourage some of our youth to go to Hausa. Otherwise, future is blank. Because most, they don't want to go Hausa. Go Hausa, Lola. Hausa, there is no money. Barabar. Hausa, go la. She know Hausa, Sheikh Nuru. Hausa what? I will watch online. Families, communities, we need to encourage some to go for Hausa. So we can guarantee the next 10, 15 years, we have other scholars. Because the current crop we have, they are all becoming old. So this is what I call ambition. Academically, religiously, socially, we need to aim high. If I and you don't go to Hausa to study, some of us, how will you guarantee the protection of this religion? So this is very, very important. I hope I managed to deliver what I wanted to deliver tonight. And let us try and seek divine intervention. Talking of the youth, the best role model to begin with on the 10th day of Muharram. Allahu Akbar. Is Sheikh Qasim. Let's be inspired by Sheikh Qasim. You know, narration tells us Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam cried until he lost his eyesight. But he knew Yusuf was alive. Why did he cry and lose his eyesight? Because it pains him to see his sons were fighting each other. And hence Abu Hamza al-Thumali one day asked Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam, months after Karbala, Imam Zainul Abidin wouldn't stop crying. Whenever he would see a butcher, he would go to that butcher and say to butcher, oh butcher, before you slaughter, do you give water? The butcher would say, yes, I give water. He said, but they did not give my father water. For example, Abu Hamza would see Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam coming across a funeral undertaker and would say to him, oh man, when I die, will you bury me? And the man said, of course, everyone deserves to be buried. Said, wallah, they left the body of my father for 3 days. For example, Imam Zainul Abidin would come across a man in the holy city of Medina calling, stranger, stranger, stranger. He would say to that man, why are you calling yourself a stranger? Don't you have a place to stay? Don't you have what to eat? He said, I have all. He said, don't call yourself a stranger. Stranger is Garibu Karbala. So Abu Hamza al-Thumali asked Imam Zainul Abidin, why the tears not stopping? He looked at Abu Hamza and he said to him, wallah, look at Yaqub. He only missed Yusuf and he cried until he became blind. But I saw the moment they butchered the members of my family. Allahu Akbar. On the 10th day of Muharram, my dear brothers and sisters, there were unbelievable demonstrations of brotherhood, as you know very well. Muhammad and Aun showed brotherhood. Muhammad and Ibrahim after Karbala showed brotherhood. Abbas and Hussein showed brotherhood. Likewise, the sons of Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba. One of them is Qasim, and one of them is Abdullah, the son of Hassan. You know, this Abdullah, my dear brothers and sisters, they attacked Imam al-Hussein. And you know how they attacked Imam al-Hussein? Arrow came on the forehead of Hussein. When Hussein was trying to remove the arrow, one arrow came on the chest of Hussein. When Hussein was trying to remove that arrow, they showered Hussein with arrows. Eventually, Abu Abdullah alayhi salam fell on the ground. Some scholars, when they describe, they said Hussein was like a hedgehog on the ground. But Abdullah, upon seeing Abu Abdullah surrounded by arrows, he rushed to the body of Hussein. He said, before you finish off my uncle, I will protect my uncle. He went and sat next to the body of Abu Abdullah. But Umar called out, finish him off. What they did? They shocked the right hand of Abdullah. But the moon of all the sons of Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba is Qasim alayhi salam. Narration tells us Qasim walked towards Abu Abdullah. As he was walking towards Abu Abdullah, he heard Imam al-Hussein calling, Al min nasirin yansuruna. Is there any helper to help us? When he got to Abu Abdullah, he said, uncle, kindly allow me to go and participate. Abu Abdullah looked at him. He said, Qasim, you are amanat to me. Stay behind, Qasim. Go back, Qasim. Narration told us Qasim decided to go back. While he was going back to Khaymaga, he overheard Abu Abdullah, Al min nasirin yansuruna. He came back to Abu Abdullah. He said, uncle, I heard you calling for help. Abu Abdullah said, stay behind. Qasim said, my father said, there will be a day when he will not be there. There will be Gharib Karbala. Oh, my son, support Gharib of Karbala. But you know, Abu Abdullah said, no, Qasim, go back. This is where the musibah begins. Allahu Akbar. Qasim then went back. His mother Ramla, she asked Qasim, Qasim, why are you back? Uncle said, I am young, I am amana. One narration says, when Hussein said, you are his amana, he looked at Abu Abdullah, he said, if I'm amana, you are wasiya to me. But the mother of Qasim gave Qasim a letter. Take this letter to Hussein. Qasim took that letter to Hussein. The letter was the wasiyah of Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba. Abu Abdullah opened the letter. He read the letter. What does the letter say? Oh, Garibu Karbala, there will be a moment when I will not be there. My sons will be there. Allow my sons to represent me. That broke the heart of Abu Abdullah. Abu Abdullah then held the hand of Qasim. He took him to Khaymaga. When he got to Khaymaga, he opened a box. In that box, there was a sword, there was a turban, and there was a rope. Abu Abdullah took that turban. It was the turban of Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba, and he placed it on the head of Qasim. He gave him the rope and the sword. But you know what Abu Abdullah said to him? He said, now go and bid farewell to Zainab. Qasim then headed towards Khaymaga. The moment Zainab saw him coming, she said, is this Hassan or Qasim? She said, oh Qasim, note that it hurts your uncle Hussein to see you like this. Because Hussein, on the 19th of Ramadan, your father Hassan and Hussein were there for me. And Allahu Akbar, Sayyidah Zainab said to Qasim, when we lost our mother Fatima al-Zahra, your father was there for us. Zainab bid farewell. Qasim came out. Abu Abdullah hugged him. Qasim then headed towards the battlefield. You know what happened. Take your hearts to the holy land of Karbala. We are told every moment Qasim would kill someone, he will call out, "Oh, Uncle Hussein, oh, Uncle Abbas, are you proud of me?" But you know what narration says? Please listen to this line. Qasim was on his horse. Qasim was fighting back as they were fighting Qasim. But eventually, the shoe of Qasim stripped in the shoe of the horse. The horse became confused. The horse turned left and right. It turned left and right. Eventually, the horse fell on the ground. When the horse fell on the ground, they came and rushed to the body of Qasim. Umar ibn Saad called out, "Go and attack him." They came and surrounded. They began to attack Qasim. You know how they attacked Qasim? They chopped Qasim into pieces. But you know what, my dear brothers and sisters? When the horse was falling down, Qasim called out, "Agithni ya Amma! Agithni ya Amma! Agithni ya Amma! Rescue me, oh my uncle! Rescue me, oh my uncle!" Abu Abdullah then came out of a khaymaga. He began to head towards the body of Qasim. By the time Hussein got there, they already chopped the body into pieces. Flesh of Qasim scattered everywhere. Can you imagine how Abu Abdullah collected the flesh of Qasim? We are told in the narration he took rope in trying to collect the flesh of Qasim. Abu Abdullah managed to carry the flesh of Qasim. When he got there, he covered the entire body and he left the face. Young Ruqayya came out. She saw Qasim. She called out, "Qasim, why are you sleeping?" Allahu Akbar. But you know those ladies? Ramla, Layla, Rabab. Because one person said Layla was there, one person said Layla wasn't there. They were there, but they could not cry. Sayyidah Zainab looked at Hussein alayhi salam. She said, "Ya Abu Abdullah, can you give them excuse?" The moment Abu Abdullah left, they all fell on the bodies of the Asad. Ala la'natullah ala al-qawmi al-zalimin. Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un.
मादरे कासिम ने लाशें पे रोकर कहा, आ गई तुमको कज़ा, लाते हैं लाशा हुसैन। बाप के नूरे नज़र, अम्मा के लगते जिगर, खुल्द पसंद आ गया, लाते हैं लाशा हुसैन। अम्मा से रुखसा तलाब, क्यों नहीं होते हो साब, کیا ہوا تم کو بلا لاتے ہیں لاش حسین لاشِ قاسم پہ جا پیٹ کے سیوں کہاں کیا ہوئی ہم سے خطا لاتے ہیں لاش حسین مرنے سے تیرے پسر ہوئیں گے ہم در بدر گر ہوا ماتم سارا لاتے ہیں لاش حسین قاسم مظلوم کا لاتے ہیں لاش حسین قاسم کی نہ امید رکھو مادر قاسم قاسم کی نہ امید رکھو مادر قاسم لاشے کی یہ حالت ہے کہ لایا نہیں جاتا ہم سے ہمیں شبیر بھلایا نہیں جاتا ہم سے ہمیں بلایا نہیں جاتا یہ داد کلیجے سے مٹایا نہیں جاتا ہم سے ہمیشہ بلایا نہیں جاتا قاسم کی نہ امید رکھو مادر قاسم قاسم کی نہ امید رکھو مادر قاسم لاشے کی یہ حالت ہے کہ لایا نہیں جاتا ہم سے غم شب بلایا نہیں جاتا ہم سے غم شب بلایا نہیں جاتا اتنے تن شبیر پہ ہے تیر نمائے اتنے تن شبیر پہ ہے تیر نمائے بچی کو بھی سینے سے لگایا نہیں جاتا ہم سے غم شب بلایا نہیں جاتا ہم سے غم شب بلایا ہی جاتا اٹھتے ہیں کبھی بیٹھتے ہیں مولا کے لئے اٹھتے ہیں کبھی بیٹھتے ہیں مولا کے لئے کی لاش فرزند اٹھایا نہیں جاتا ہم سے غم شبیر بلایا نہیں جاتا ہم سے غم شبیر بلایا نہیں جاتا ہے لاش لاشاہ اکبر پہ بجھی پیاس کی ہچکی، ہے لاشاہ اکبر پہ بجھی پیاس کی ہچکی، خط فاطمہ صغریٰ کا سنایا نہیں جاتا ہم سے۔
یا حسین 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 یا حسین۔ بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر ہو گئی، بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر ہو گئی، ہے بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر ہو گئی، ہے بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر ہو گئی، بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر۔ پھیلے ہوئے زمین پہ ہے ٹکڑے کہاں کہاں، سینے پہ تیرے گوروں کی تاکوں کے ہے نشان، بگدر مچی تو گورے ادھر سے ہوئے ادھر، بیٹا معاف سب مل کے، ہاں مجھے دیر ہو گئی، ہے بیٹا معاف کرنا۔ تم سامنے ہو تمہاری تلاش ہے، کیسے اٹھاؤں تم کو میں ٹکڑوں میں لاش ہے، جیسے ہوا تھا ٹکڑے میرے بھائی کا جگر، بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر ہو گئی، ہے بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے۔ گہنا گیا ہے خاک پہ فروا کا ماہ کا، گلشن پہ ہے بطول کے بکھرا ہوا گلاب، بھائی کی یاد آتی ہے خود دیکھتا جگر، بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر ہو گئی، ہے بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر۔ میں نے بہت سلایا ہے آغوش میں تجھے، لاش کو لے کے جاؤں گا گٹری میں باندھ کے، ماں مر نہ جائے لاش کے ٹکڑوں کو دیکھ کر، بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر ہو گئی، ہے بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے۔ گرتے ہوئے کسی نے پکارا جو دور سے، پہنچا ہوں ہر مقام پہ رفتار نور سے، یہ غم کی انتہا تھی کہ آتا نہ تھا نظر، بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر ہو گئی، ہے بیٹا معاف کرنا ہو گئی، حالت تمہاری دیکھ کے سینہ ہوا ہے شاک، تحشر ہوگا اب دلے شبیر شرک کو کلاک، افسوس یہ رہے گا نہ پہنچا میں وقت پر، بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر ہو گئی، ہے بیٹا معاف کرنا مجھے دیر ہو گئی۔ Zabi. MashaAllah. لازم نتائج چر کے ستم کر کے واسطے آب فرات شام کے لشکر کے واسطے زابی میہن دریا بھی رو دیا سمندر بھی رو دیا نازک گلے کو دیکھ کے خنجر بھی رو دیا ماہ انور لیلا علی MashaAllah. لیلا تیری شادی رچاؤں تجھے دلہا بناؤں یہی امید لیلا لیلا تجھے مہندی لگاؤں دلہا شادی میں لاؤں یہی درد ہے لیلا لیلا تیرے گود کا پالا لگا ظلم کا بالا یہی صبر ہے لیلا علی اکبر لیلا لیلا تیری شادی رچاؤں تجھے دلہا بناؤں یہی امید لیلا علی اکبر ایشیا بھی زنسا ایشیا بھی سنسار وما دام ای زینب ناچار ہے عابد بیما اے سکینہ ایزا مادام فاطمہ سی جنات پر سنازانا دست ہوا روح خناناست ماشاءاللہ مادام فاطمہ سی جنات پر سنازانا دست ہوا روح خناناست وما دام بینوها حسینا سجدا حسینا بیقربا حسینا جواب صدارو ہو گئی برباد یہ زینب ماشاءاللہ میں بیویوں کے سر پر نہیں چاہتے آؤ مدد کے لیے میں ہو گیا جنگل آؤ مدد کو آؤ مدد کے لیے
وائے حسینم حسین وائے حسینم غریب وائے حسینم شہید وائے حسینم مظلوم تم فتح شربت سے دلانا میری بہنا زینب میری بہنا دنیا میری بہنا زینب میری بہنا دنیا میری بہنا جواب زداران زینب میری بہنا دکھیا میری بہنا تم فتح شربت سے دلانا میری بہنا زینب میری بہنا دکھیا میری بہنا زینب میری بہنا دکھیا میری بہنا جاؤ زداران گر بعد میرے پانی میسر تمہیں ہوئے پہلے تو سکینہ کو پلانا میری بہنا جواب زداران جواب زداران زینب میری بہنا دکھیا میری بہنا تم فتح شربت سے دلانا میری بہنا زینب میری بہنا دکھیا میری بہنا زینب میری بہنا دکھیا میری بہنا جواب زداران گر بعد میرے پانی میسر تمہیں ہوئے پہلے تو سکینہ کو پلا نا میری بہنا زینب میری بہنا دکھیا میری بہنا زینب میری بہنا دکھیا میری بہنا تم فاتحہ شربت سے پھوٹا سبیل راہ خدا نے حسین کا پھوٹا سبیل راہ پھوٹا سبیل راہ خدا نے حسین کا پھوٹا سبیل دریا भी रो दिया समंदर भी रो दिया नाजुक गले को देख के खंजर भी रो दिया
جواب زدن
मजलूम कह रहा था कि मैं प्यासा प्यासा हूँ ऐ शिमर तुझसे मांगता पानी जरा
جواب زدن
शामा सिताब कर दे मेरे दिल के चैन का परवरदिगार वास्ता खून हुसैन का حسین تشنه لب مکن شهید کربلا را شمر مکن جفارا اولاد مصطفی را شمر مکن جفارا اولاد مصطفی را حسین تشنه لب مکن شمر مکن جفارا اولاد مصطفی را حسین تشنه لب نکن شهید کربلا را شمر مکن جفارا اولاد مصطفی را شمر مکن جفارا شمر لئن دغارا خوف کن از خدا را با به سکینه مشتر خدا را شمر مکن جفارا اولاد مصطفی را شمر مکن جفارا اولاد مصطفی حسین اشتغالم مکن شمر مکن جفارا اولاد مصطفی را حسین اشتغالم مکن شهید کربلا را شمر مکن جفارا
جواب زدن
سر حسین مظلوم شد از تن جدا را حضرت قاسم از ازش شد کربلا را شمر مکن جفارا اولاد مصطفی را شمر مکن جفارا
جواب زدن
شمر لئن دغارا خوف کن از خدا را با به سکینه
جواب زدن
حسین شهید کربلا و ویلا حسین شهید کربلا و ویلا حسین امام مظلوم و ویلا حسین شهید کربلا و ویلا حسین امام عطشان و ویلا حسین شهید کربلا و ویلا حسین شهید کربلا و ویلا حسین امام مظلوم و ویلا حسین شهید کربلا و ویلا حسین امام غریب و ویلا حسین شهید کربلا و ویلا حسین امام شهید و ویلا
جواب زدن
حسین شهید کربلا و ویلا حسین امام غریب و ویلا حسین امام عطشان و ویلا حسین امام غریب و ویلا حسین شهید کربلا و ویلا
یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین
سورة المباركة الفاتحة.
السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين وابن سيد الوصيين، السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى أم المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة النساء العالمين، السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى، السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا مولى وابن مولى، السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء السلطان أبا الحسن مولانا علي بن موسى الرضا ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا حجة الله يا ابن الحسن يا مولانا يا صاحب العصر والزمان سيدي الأمان 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 فتنة الزمان. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن، السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن، السلام عليك يا قابة الإيمان، السلام عليك يا إمامي وإمام الإنس والجان، عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهورك. السلام عليكم يا أهل بيت النبوة جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته.